boy. You like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TACT Lab, where four guys sit down and talk about pretty much anything. I'm Tyler, and like always, I'm surrounded by three beautiful friends. Chris, how are you?
Doing all right, a little blown out, but that's not the only blown out thing I've seen this week.
You don't want to have a blowout.
We seen the blowout last week.
Thomas, how are you?
Yeah.
Alex, how are you?
Pretty good.
And I'm good. Well, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Well,
I don't know what to talk about.
we normally warm
blew
up.
our load.
We did. We
Well,
normally
I
do
don't know about that.
Yeah, we didn't.
we could have.
I don't think that'd be legal.
For one of them, it would be.
In Britain,
It's 50% legal.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, 16's legal there.
You could have 90-dayed them over to.
Oh, it is
yesterday.
100% legal.
Yeah, Thomas
Yeah.
had a wife out of that.
But
yeah.
if they come over here, then
Yeah.
why do I don't want to get married.
You need a
I don't
mother
want
for
to
your
get
children,
married. No,
Thomas.
it's only 90
need a
days. It's a
mother.
temporary.
I don't need another child in my house.
It's a temporary marriage. That's the best kind of marriage.
I don't need an 18-year-old, like 3 children. Fuck that.
A mother, yeah, you need to get like a 50-year-old.
Do you see how nice that shed was? I could not compete with that. She'd come over and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I mean,
love
this is a nice big shed compared to what she had.
Yeah, but that thing was like nice set-in wood and everything.
You
Like
got to get you a.
Look
that
at all
was-
that wood you got.
that was craft.
You gotta
Look
get
at
like
this wood.
you
That
gotta
was
get like
all
a
those
nice
eggs
little
there.
48-year-old homemaker.
There we go.
You get a
Homemaker.
You get a little
Someone that's-
orphan.
Yeah, I need to get someone that's already pulling in money.
Thomas would be the homemaker.
Yeah. That one, I'm like, hey, check my Robinhood
She's
portfolio.
48.
They're like,
She's ready to settle in, slide into a house.
it's like, look, I made $100 today. They're like, pathetic.
Yeah. The things
I
you
want one of them.
the things you'd have to do for you would be
love
a
that.
sugar
Pathetic.
mama. That'd be a sugar mama.
Now go eat like a dog
care
in the
of him.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things you'd have to do for a sugar mama. Wow.
Anal
It's not-
ingots.
it's hard
I've done more for less.
You'd be hopping on the back of her
It
motorcycle.
wouldn't be that hard. You just
That's
can't be picky.
Yeah.
But no, I know. Yeah, I wouldn't be picky either. Not if someone was floating your bill.
Yeah. You can't be. Beggars can't be choosers.
You'd be cooking, cleaning.
But choosers can't be beggars.
Could you cook and clean?
Yeah, I know how to do that.
All right.
I don't like to clean, though.
That's not being a sugar.
You'd have to wake up, get your kids to school, and
It's like-
hers.
No, that's just a job. That's just being a male or nanny.
That's what you would be for a sugar mama.
Yeah, you're just a male nanny that cooks and cleans. No, a sugar
Why are
mama
we talking
or
about
daddy,
sugar
whatever. You just going in, dude, giving you money. She's like,
What is Thomas giving her?
she's pinning you down, doing stuff, and then she's like, "You want a new toy, baby?"
Here's your allowance.
For nothing. Thomas just landed on the jackpot.
Yeah,
She
that'd be
mounts
great.
you.
Dude, I would cook and clean every day if someone was like, hey, here's like $1,000 every day.
$1,000 a
Jesus
day.
Christ.
Three hundred $65,000 a year just to cook and clean. You'd be like, okay, I guess I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll
You-
see what I can do.
Then you become you don't know how hard it is to be a stay-at-home mom. It's like three full-time jobs.
Hard. This is so difficult. The stress, the mental pain. Yeah, okay. You're at home. You can play Xbox. You can cook. You can go to the store.
Yeah, let me go to
Don't be saying that to women. 'Cause, I mean, that's being a mom
It's
is
so
thing.
hard being a stay-at-home mom.
It is,
It's
especially when you cook and clean and everything for the husband that comes home
but
and raise the kids and teach them if they're homeschooled.
what if
And with the grass.
what if they complain to the husband that they don't do enough?
I felt that way a couple years ago. Like I was a sugar daddy.
It's just one of the things where they get comfortable. It's a way of life, and you kind of fall in routine, so you just get accustomed to how all the roles are.
Yeah.
You fall into that rhythm.
Comfortable.
I mean, it's not nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not.
Comfortable.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I think
Until you
that
come home and they throw a candle at your face for no fucking
A lit
reason.
candle?
Everybody threw a candle at me.
Was it lit?
Who the fuck uses candles? This is
It
America.
was one of those.
I had to the
one of
other
those
night.
big
My
ones.
power was out.
Candle in a jar?
Yeah, one of
trying
those
to-
like
I
Yankee
use
candles
candles
in a
too,
jar
man.
and the glass one
She's
everywhere.
trying to like take your head off?
Yeah, so I mean,
You
you
probably
know,
watch a Richard Gere movie and try to hit you with a snow globe.
you know who had to clean that up?
You.
Yeah, the person that got thrown at.
Throw some dog food on it.
PTSD right
Sometimes though, you got to
Okay.
clean up the mess that you didn't make to make a point to the other person though.
It doesn't come across.
here. Today's sponsor is BetterHelp.
Yeah. Blue Chew. Do you like getting boners?
Well,
Oh, I forgot to play the ghost noise for you guys.
Oh.
I heard it
From last week.
but it probably sounds way better through this system. So,
Anyways, continue.
I mean,
I don't need to share my my shadowy past.
I do think I do think some stay-at-home
A
moms
shadowy
get
future
lost
now, too, I guess.
in what they do versus what their husbands do, and then it turns into a comparison.
Especially the ones that keep their kids sick and get the "woe is me" thing.
Oh, like in Sixth Sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or milk, was it called Munchkins or something?
Yeah, like in Sixth Sense, he's like he gave his kid rat
Console.
poison.
Oh yeah.
Or, I don't know,
Yeah,
console
yeah.
maybe, probably.
One of them, she poured something into the chicken noodle soup.
I didn't understand that until I was an adult.
Older, yeah.
I was like, whoa,
It's fucked
dark.
up. Then at the funeral, you bring the tape to the motherfucker. You be like mad at the same time and like mad.
It's like, man.
'Cause you got away with it, and then
You're like,
this dude walks up.
this kid that
Yeah.
talks to ghosts
This fucking
figures it
This
out.
fucking autistic kid walks up. He's like, "Here's a tape I found in your daughter's room." He's like, "That shit was boarded up. That's a crime scene."
Who played
Like,
it?
there was fucking yellow tape across the door. And this kid just walked into a crime scene.
Did he walk in playing the tape?
How did the cops not find it? How did the cops not find his tape?
They probably didn't investigate because I think they said natural causes.
Or the rat poison.
Until
they
the
did a blood
autopsy
test.
comes back and it's like, you got ricin in your blood system.
Did he play?
This
did
was
he?
in the 90s. I don't think they did that.
Did he
man.
play that cassette during the freaking?
Yeah, they popped it into the VCR while everyone was there.
Oh, yeah.
And then the wife walks in like with a cake, like nothing's like, "What's going on?"
Oh shit, that's me killing my daughter.
And then the dad just like, "You bitch!"
Oh yeah,
He
because
saw red.
That's
the
an
doc-
acceptable.
the daughter set up a hidden camera and caught the mom.
Yes, she had it sitting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Anyway,
an
it's a good
acceptable response.
I do think there's a fine line. Yes, stay-at-home moms do work a lot, especially with the more kids you have. But
Yeah, I'm not
That
taking
was
anything. Not taking anything away from them. I mean, they're stay-at-home dads, they're stay-at-home moms, they're stay-at-home whatever.
I just get annoyed on Facebook when the women put it out there that like this is equivalent to working 2 full-time jobs, and I'm like,
It's not-
yes,
it's
but
not that
you
hard.
chose the lifestyle.
It's not like working 2 full-time jobs. Though.
I know I can probably go and find
I'm a parent.
the
It's not that
the
bad.
Facebook
So now you
post.
work 2 full-time jobs, Thomas.
I work an actual job and take care of my kids.
3 full-time jobs, Thomas.
Oh.
It's equivalent. To
And I
3
trade
full-
stocks. I got 4 full-time jobs, Chris.
I would keep
You
bringing
work
that up.
72 hours a day. When do I sleep?
I wrote on cocaine.
You don't want to see the meth I'm making?
I do. I want to see.
Sorry.
Yeah,
The-
show it. Where are you making it?
I meant to say the mess I'm making.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about anymore.
anything.
Well,
We're saying women don't have credible jobs. Is what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
I know what you're saying. The woe is me. I'm bitching on Facebook because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it's like,
just sound
then
like
just
this.
go, then just go get a job.
And here's what Thomas thinks about stay-at-home moms.
You're a fucking
Yeah,
bitch.
bitching, fucking moaning, fucking can't make goddamn
Boo-hoo.
hamburger helper right.
Boo-hoo.
You use fucking 93.7 lean meat, and you gotta use 85.15 to get the fat content. from the
Fuck.
fucking noodles.
Fuck 93 meat
I love 93 meat. It's
by itself.
you've been through something that none of us at this table has been through. A
Right.
divorce.
a candle.
Oh, I
meat,
thought
though,
you were gonna
actually.
say hell.
Have you been through it?
I didn't see Lil Nas there
I didn't have a Yankee candle thrown at me.
I didn't either.
more than once.
Wow.
I haven't had I haven't had anything thrown at me.
We won't defame anybody or.
Well, nobody
Yeah.
here's even experienced stay-at-home moms, have they?
No, not me.
I know what
I'm a
it's
dog parent.
I know what it's like to work all day and come home and take care of the kids and take care of an adult.
Well, yeah, Thomas.
I have a,
It's not myself.
Was she a vegetable? What kind of vegetable
Tommy,
was she?
It would have been easier if they were a vegetable.
You would rather had
That's
would rather
awesome.
had Terry Shiva was his
It would
wife
have
at
been
that point.
easier. I could have just took the pillow and just.
And
I don't know what happened.
And then they find a VHS tape of you strangling her.
It's just-
Somehow the vegetable got up and recorded you.
There's just feathers in their mouth. From the
she was
pillow.
faking the entire time.
You son of a bitch! You
Oh
killed my
She
daughter.
lied to me. That bitch, the audacity. Anyway,
She made me kill her.
she caused this. It's her fault.
Okay, well, have
Anyway.
y'all ever come home from working all day and you walk in the door and just instantly get yelled at for no reason?
Or see another man fucking your wife?
No.
That too.
No. Have you?
Not that one.
Oh, you,
was gonna
I
say,
say you did?
Oh, I was like,
that one.
whoa.
There's some stuff here we got to talk
It's lucky
about.
you're not in jail.
So no, I've never. No.
I'm not an aggressive person.
Yeah, but you've had your buttons pushed in a way that I feel like would have made some of us go off.
That's why I said PTSD, Chris. I'm just smiling right now. But am I smiling?
You
all I
are
go-
physically.
That's another.
You know, I haven't really seen his 2 kids in a long time. He says he has 2 kids.
I just posted pictures on Facebook yesterday.
The timestamp was last
We had
Easter. I saw those pictures last year, Thomas.
Those looked like the same
They were
pictures
the same
from
pictures.
last year.
They probably
No,
the
I'm
kids
kidding. You
are at
weren't
that age where they start looking the same each year now. They're older.
They're gonna look the same.
He still has his kids. He didn't murder them.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
have them. They're safe. They're fine.
Well, no,
They're locked in my basement.
I mean,
There's claw marks on the bricks.
obviously,
Yes.
this. I was just thinking James versus. It's like the Woody Pharaoh versus Alan. I was trying to make a
Jamie
Thomas-
versus James.
What's Jamie's last name now?
I don't know if we can say that on here.
We can't.
Yeah, that's not
'Cause
proper.
we'll defame someone.
Yeah.
So
Slander.
Yeah. But we're officially divorced now, so it's okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
no, I've never came. I mean, obviously, I get in arguments with my wife,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah,
sustainable.
that's gonna happen. But you don't like work all day and then you come in and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I never had that. No, it's
Yeah.
always joyous. Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. See, that's fine. That's normal.
I've never had anything thrown at me, and I've never thought once that I would like to divorce my wife. Never.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yes,
That's good.
yeah.
Thomas, did you ever just like turn around and get back into your car?
A couple times.
Where are
That's
you
what I
going?
would
It's like,
imagine.
where are you going?
Just out of the house.
Why are you leaving?
Yeah.
Why'd
Well,
you leave the house?
Yeah, I remember the one time that the kids were in bed and I went outside to go running up and down the road for exercise. So I had my stuff on. It was like 9:15 at night or whatever. So I'm like in my stuff. I put my headphones on. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna exercise. I'm just gonna run a little bit, get like a mile or two in. And like 10 minutes into the run, my phone's ringing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you at? I'm just like, nah. And I'm just running on the little road up and down where I was living at the time. So then the kids come busting outside, like, what are you doing?
In the middle of the night?
I'm like, what? It's like after 9. It's at
It's
nighttime.
like, why are you up?
It's like, why are y'all out? And like, the person that was supposed to make sure they were staying in bed is just looking at me like, well, you didn't answer your phone. And they turned around and walked in the house and closed the door. I'm
so
like,
she's doing the stuff out of spite.
yeah. So I was like, all right. So then, I get a little bit of running time in. I'm like, I tell them, let's go for a little run, try to catch me so that I can finish my workout. But I didn't get to listen to music. So,
We probably shouldn't be listening to headphones when it's pitch black outside.
well, we had street lights and stuff.
He's got
over
half
there.
his equipment.
There's street lights and everything. And I was on that private road. So
There's cougars out in this part of the world.
yeah, there was one over there, dude.
Well, I'm in the actual mountain line. I'll fuck you up, eat you ass first. Yeah, I mean, I fought a fox the other day, but
You fought a fox.
No. Did you?
What happened?
I won, obviously.
Well, yeah, you're still
I
here.
turned his ass to a hat.
What tools did
Was this
you
a
have?
rabid fox?
No, it's a nice. It was minding his own business. I just attacked it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I saw one the other day and it was kind of cute.
Yeah, foxes
It came
are
out.
cool.
It came out of the corner and just looked at me and was like, and just bumbled on.
It did this little laugh thing.
It's
at
rare,
you.
man. You don't see foxes out, so
You can have
Should've
a
made a
pet
wish.
fox.
So it,
should have made a wish.
You can make them a pet, like
Yeah.
domesticate them.
that was the second fox I've seen.
Nice.
I've seen one red tail.
I've
like,
seen a
my
red
whole
and a
life.
silver.
Foxy lady.
You can go to 29 and see, but yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might get crabs too, seafood and foxes,
Surf and turf.
Well,
beef lips.
I know we talked about last week doing some workplace-related accidents. I don't know if anybody prepped for that.
There was a guy that got his foot smashed with steel-toed boots with a roller.
Cut his foot off.
Just about. I heard him screaming at the job site. It was a couple years ago.
Oh, you were there when it happened?
It was at
What-
the Harris Teeter job. They were
What
paving.
landed on his foot?
He had his foot in the way of the roller, and then it just rode across his feet, and it rode across the steel-toe part.
Oh.
So his feet went from this to this.
Yeah, no toes.
He lost his balance.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Or that time y'all saw the dump truck on fire at the asphalt.
Yeah,
plant.
me and Chris saw the dump truck on fire.
I remember
We
that.
saw it catch fire.
We saw it get
We
progressively
saw it
worse.
smoke.
And then you were
catch
like,
fire.
I think that truck's on fire.
Yeah, and we were blocked in. So we
Yeah.
sat there and watched it go from smoking to firing to being burnt to crisp.
And I was on the road outside the plant. And I'm like, why is there smoke over there? Maybe they're just making more material or something. And then it got black and the fire truck showed up.
Yeah.
Then you
like-
called Alex.
I was like, are y'all okay? And you're like, yeah, the fucking dump truck up here is on fire.
We had that. Me and Chris had a bunch of them. We had that one time we slept. We were on 29. This is before they did all the 29-49 connector area, and we slammed on brakes because we were trying to get from the right lane into the left lane to stay on 29. and we slammed on brakes, and like 8 cars behind us, it backed up behind us, and then like the last one that smoked was a state trooper, and you see him go whip out and come up and was like, boy, what are you doing? He was like, you commit to your lane. He was like, what in the hell are y'all doing? We just did dead stop in the lane. We're like, we're getting over. And just stopped.
There's nothing we could do about it. We didn't do anything illegal technically. He just wanted to get off and yell at us.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything illegal by stopping in the middle of the road?
No.
It's a dump truck right away.
Yeah. Work truck. There's that one time we bought
Work truck,
we
yeah.
fishtailed in the one truck off.
Oh, that scared the fucking shit out of me. You feel it in your guts when those movements happen and you're not in control.
It was that short bed Ford we had.
Oh yeah.
So we had about probably a full load of asphalt. in the back.
Loaded down.
And then we got on the highway. I just did a quick little. That fucking truck was like. Tyler was like, fuck.
You feel it in your guts
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
like-
not in control.
Because like, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's a little too much.
Yeah. Because you probably didn't feel it in your guts because you
I'm
know the
control.
movements.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I'm going to vomit. It feels so weird in my guts. Yeah. And then
We used to drop it down in 1 and punch the brake. And the son bitch would just go,
Oh,
floated
yeah.
down.
I remember that. I remember
I'm
that.
pretty sure we could have snapped an axle after I think back to that because that's a lot of weight. Boom, boom, coming down on the front axle.
this is that one time I did it in front. We were patching it in front of Jimmy's.
Uh-huh.
I had a 5-ton load in there, and like I slammed on brakes. I ran in front of your boss lady, and it just like it went forward and went back, and then and I swear the front end like this.
I broke my
That truck was weird.
It turned on a dime too.
Yeah, but it was weird as fuck.
Yeah.
The way the weight was
I love that
ratioed
truck.
out.
I love that
I
truck. for some reason.
hated that truck. I hated to drive that truck.
Oh, okay.
It didn't feel right to me even when it was empty.
I love it because it's like so compact and it's like it's like a little Matchbox truck or something.
Y'all have nice trucks now, man. I see them at QT sometimes in the mornings, and those things are nice.
You gotta build yourself for success.
Gotta make it look good.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
It
Ain't no
33
faking at this company.
33 years, man. It ain't.
We mean it.
Can't be that fake.
Y'all just some great employees.
I remember spending like a half a day at the police station when I was with y'all.
Why?
Like I think me and one of the seniors.
Oh, Gomez.
No.
It was Lorenzo.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was one of the white guys he actually liked.
Yeah.
Because
You saved him like dump truck,
I
right?
saved him twice. We spent like half a day at a police station. He's like, "Don't worry, this ain't on you. Your boss is fucked."
Who said that?
The cop.
Oh God. Oh, that was because
It was like a load station or something. I
because
think.
he thought y'all got out of it because it was a gasoline dump truck, not a diesel dump truck, right?
Probably I don't remember.
'Cause it was
Oh, that old GMC.
The old big one. They're like, you gotta have CDLs, and it's like, was gasoline, not diesel, and they're like, oh, you can go.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not driving. This guy, questionable license, is driving.
Yeah, I don't think he's legal.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
He don't have a TurboTax account, I don't think.
He was a cool enough guy.
Yeah.
He does, but the name that pops up after the social
Yeah,
security does
something.
not.
Some dead guy that voted for
Some
Trump.
White name.
Something.
James White.
James White
That
name.
was the guy's name.
James White name.
James O. Anyway.
Well, I mean, if we talk about proper workplace accidents,
Yeah.
have you guys heard of the Hadron
Yes.
Collider?
What's that?
No, tell us.
Well, they send two particles
I know what it is.
and then they collide,
Yeah.
and they're able to see.
Mm-hmm.
They can see. They can make black holes and shit.
It's a
Maybe.
science. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
thing.
okay. I know. What
It's
you're
rich people playing like toy trucks. They're like, "Mm."
It can be real bad.
It's really sophisticated too. And so, anyways, there was a maintenance worker, and there's supposed to be a light illuminated to indicate that there's a test going on. And right before he rounded the corner, that light had blown out. He had warned someone that he was going down there to do what he did every single day, multiple times a day. And so he didn't see the light on. He had already radioed up there to tell him that he was going into this specific room. So they should have followed their procedures, shut the test down. So he goes into this room and he bends down. He starts doing some maintenance like he always does, and he sees a bright flash of light. And he realized that he had messed up immediately. But he finished his test, and he made it out of the room, and he didn't tell anybody. And he went home, And then when he went home, he had headaches all night, like a bad, bad headache. And then the next day, he noticed that he had a place on his face right beside of his nose.
Mhm.
And then and he had a place on the backside of his head as well. And he didn't tell anybody for about a week. And then he started to notice that he was losing hair on the back of his head and that he was starting to get a pretty bad spot on the front of his face.
Yeah.
And he still had these terrible headaches. So he went in, he told people what happened. They immediately sent him to the doctor. They scanned him, did some tests. They realized that a particle from the machine went into this room and bounced in a way and went right through his face, went through his brain, and out the backside of his head. Now, those particles carry tons and tons of radiation, almost more than the Chernobyl. But because of their testing facility, they're able to contain it.
Yeah.
Now, your brain is soft matter, and this particle passes through him at such an insane speed that it didn't leave behind a large amount of radiation.
So it just like scatters your DNA.
This guy turned into Dr. Manhattan.
He lived.
Oh, he lived.
Because it's a single particle, right?
Yes.
So it's like a single atom firing through your head. So it's just like altering you.
So like unlock some shit. Just
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, because your brain doesn't blow up if you had just like a little. Boop.
So
It'd be
it's
free badass if like it did that and it's like you became smarter.
Yeah. Whoop,
just-
I'm the brain.
It's like you can just tell people what to do and they do it.
That'd be all.
Oh, you get
awesome.
telekinetic.
It'd be like,
I would like to have the power of persuasion.
That would be probably one of the
okay,
better
Dr.
ones.
Purple, Mr. Purple Man, Purple Man. There it is.
So it wasn't that great. It
I
was not.
command you to be my wife.
It wasn't a love story like that. Like that would be a pretty awesome,
Yeah.
intro
Did he
story.
get his hair back?
So here's the aftermath. The left half of his face swelled up beyond recognition. Over the next several days, the skin started to peel, revealing the path that the proton beam, moving at the speed of light, had burned through parts of his face, his bone, and the brain tissue underneath. As it was believed, he had received far in excess of a fatal dose of radiation. He was taken to a clinic in Moscow where the doctors could observe his expected demise. However, he survived and continued working as a particle physicist. There was virtually no damage to his intellectual capacity, but the fatigue of mental work increased markedly.
It's a Moscow miracle.
I'm surprised they sent him to Moscow.
That's the cover. He's like an X-Men now.
He's like fucking Omega Red over there.
Charles.
He's pretty
old
pretty
beard.
scarred up. He went on to get his PhD after
It made him
this.
smarter.
The left side of his face was paralyzed and it destroyed his nerves over there.
It's gotta be like a 1 in a million shot. It's like
They
got your left
say
side.
say that it was a 1 in a million, and plus the way the part that it traveled through his face and brain and back out of his head, and it didn't leave the amount of radiation that they had feared. All this stuff that went into the equation of it not dumping that radiation off, because it'll break apart when it goes through you to a degree and dump out radiation particles as it passes through you. But because it was soft brain tissue and the path it chose was like a shorter path versus what it, any other route it could have taken, he was like 1 in a million.
So I
But
think like that's smaller than DNA.
It's
the-
tiny.
Those things are those things are,
Microscopic.
yeah.
I imagine if he went to and actually told someone when it happened, if it would have been better.
Probably.
Like, hey, the thing just went through my face, and then
What
he
would
actually
they
gets,
do?
They can,
Lock you in a room and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what they did.
I mean, because he had waited like 2 weeks. I mean, by then it was like, but if he gets treatment early on, they could at least like, I don't know, give him like anti-radiation stuff just in case. They can operate on him just to like try
He's
to patch him
still
up
smart
before he gets
enough to-
internal bleeding.
He had to be smart enough to do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking some pills now.
But and I guess in his mind, he's like, oh, if I tell them they did that happened, they'll fire me.
I can imagine like, God damn, it's like
Dude, it said
Like
that
Toxic Avenger or
yeah,
some shit.
shit just sliding off.
it said it passed through the occipital and temporal lobes of his brain, the left middle ear, and
I know
out
exactly
through the
where that is.
left hand side of his nose.
That's like probably what Dylan Hart looked like.
This guy looked a lot better than Dale Earnhardt.
Okay. I'll put money on it.
So
What the Toxic Avenger look better than Dale Earnhardt, or this guy look better than Toxic Avenger?
I don't know. What happened was is he was leaning over.
Toxic Avenger is pretty bad.
His name was
Booger.
Bogursky was
Booger
leaning
McFarlane.
over the equipment when he stuck his head in the path of the 76 GeV proton beam. This is some shit from Home, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Tron.
It's like on CW or
He's
something.
I'm just imagining some Tim Burton music in the background. Dun, 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 dun,
He can control like wind or something.
That wouldn't be terrible.
Control wind.
That wouldn't be
And you're
terrible.
fighting a guy that's faster than light. Yeah, that's cool.
You can make wind like you could control the wind to make like little like barricades around you.
I guess.
Out of particles in the air.
Yeah, because you could control the air, right?
Until he does a reverse tornado on you.
Where do you get particles from the air when there's not even particles that we like?
The
could
air is
whip-
made of particles.
You could.
Reverse tornado.
I can pretty much see Charlotte from 20 miles away if you're standing in the right spot. You can see
Yeah.
Charlotte from the speedway. So that means there's not that many heavy particles in the air to create a wall.
What? Bring them together. I don't know.
Like
Thomas
Storm.
said you could collect all the particles in the air and create a barrier.
Yeah, all the particles around you.
Oh, he's like Sue Storm.
Yeah.
And I said there's not that many heavy particles.
I don't think they manipulate the particles. Particles just do as they please.
You could whip up the ground. You could whip up some fucking
Your
concrete.
your power is like you pull all the pesticide from the air,
The upper atmosphere.
saving the walruses in Alaska.
You pull all of the
What was-
fucking CO2 down.
What was that? Not the last Airbender, but the other thing.
The first Airbender.
Oh, Alex, the windbreaker. I just fart in front of Aang. Come here, Aang.
The windbreaker.
The windbreaker.
You talking about that real movie?
That's the fifth element.
Oh,
You have what Earth? You have like Earth, wind, fire, air bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm the
It had
windbreaker.
Chris Tucker in it.
no, I was thinking of
He ate a woman out on the airplane.
that found
He
footage
did?
superhero film where the kid was a sociopath.
Oh, with the
The high school.
sleepy Leonardo
Chronicle.
DiCaprio.
Chronicle,
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy played Green Goblin in the news, the middle
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Sleepy.
Oh, that guy's
They
career
don't-
really faded out.
He looks faded.
I think it's pretty awesome that Chris Tucker went down on a woman on an airplane.
Yeah, in Fifth Element.
Chris Tucker.
Oh, I thought you meant
Chris
in real
Tucker,
life.
I'm sure
Oh,
you probably
Chris
has.
Tucker. Yeah, the black guy. I was talking about Chris Kattan. He's a joke thief.
Yeah,
Saturday Night Live, yeah.
he hasn't done anything in a long.
He stole all the bits from Jim Brewer on Saturday Night Live. So
Well, I just wanted to talk about that little incident. I thought that was pretty fucking
it's pretty
unfortunate for that
pretty
guy.
gnarly to have a story like that. Though.
At least he didn't die.
Dude, can you imagine? Like, you can't. It doesn't even. He said he didn't feel the pain at the time. He just saw a flash of light.
It's like shining a flashlight. It's like
Yeah, but the whole time something fucking went through his face, brain, and back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
He's lucky he didn't do it again. Like it goes and bing, 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 and then comes back
What
out.
if he had like a metal plate on the back of his head and it bounced around his skull?
JFK's like punching air right now.
That's what killed him. That's what killed him. Like it,
He's like,
the collider thing.
Why can
it
I be
shot
that
through-
lucky?
It went through that guy's head, went through time, came out, killed JFK.
yeah, went through his hand, came back. All kinds of crazy shit.
JFK just like,
Yeah, he's like, God damn it, why not me?
why not me?
Why not me? I get these light beam through my brain.
Bam.
Technically, a Secret Service shot him.
Some say. Anyways,
We've got a. That's coming up soon where they're
We
going to
cover
release
that.
those files.
I thought they already did, but they were redacted.
they always redact them. Yeah, it sucks.
I thought
I
they
thought-
already released it.
Oh,
They might release more information once, because everyone's from that era is gonna be dead here, and they're like what 10 years. Or
I
now.
thought they all had
Yeah.
to die for the
They
official
do.
documents need to be
they have to die,
released.
so you can't prosecute anybody.
I don't know. Was Biden part of any of that back then?
It
That
makes,
was a long time ago. I
makes
don't
you
know.
wonder though that everybody has to be dead before they can release that. Like what? If
I don't know
there
who
is
they're
anything
protecting.
on it.
I wonder if George Bush is tied to it because his dad was.
Maybe.
What if he knows anything about it?
That's
Probably.
why he never became commissioner of the NFL.
Do you
Sorry,
know?
baseball?
Do you know how his dad was connected to it?
Through the CIA.
His dad worked for the CIA.
He was the head of the
supposedly.
CIA at one point.
He was a CIA director for 1 year, and he supposedly never had any connections to CIA prior to that.
He also caused the Black Sox scandal.
Is that a baseball thing?
Yeah.
What is the scandal?
That one team paid the other to win.
Oh, to like rig the.
I just made up the connections there.
Okay.
But the event happened.
Real event. You're like conspiracy theorying like openly. You're like connecting the dots.
Like QAnon in it.
Yeah.
But George Bush really was going to be the baseball commissioner. Till Robert Manfred's like, I'm going to be a little dick.
Be a little dick.
I'm gonna be a little bitch.
That's how we got President Bush.
Can you imagine George Bush as an MLB commissioner?
9/11 wouldn't have happened. Dick Cheney would have been president.
Al Gore would have been president.
Al Gore would have been president. So
Yeah.
Gore would have won
He would have won.
2000, 2004.
Yeah.
Who would have won 2008?
Hillary.
Hillary?
We would have had a span of Clinton, Gore, Clinton.
Obama
I
wouldn't.
guarantee. Or
Obama,
no. JFK Jr. would have.
Obama wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, he wouldn't be a thing.
He'd still be in the CIA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Trump wouldn't be a thing.
Right.
Oh, the world would be so much different.
It would probably be JFK Jr. if he didn't die, and then you got Chelsea growing up.
Okay, but is the world better or worse since 9/11 happened?
It's
we,
worse.
We wouldn't have had a black president.
9/11 wouldn't
So
have happened.
We wouldn't have had progress and change.
True.
I'm on the fence whether or not 9/11 wouldn't have happened, but I think it did happen because Bush was president. Because of the connections back to his family
Well,
and
I
the,
think
and the Bin
Desert
Ladens.
Storm would have been a bigger thing.
True.
Maybe? I don't know.
No, because Clinton won. Clinton kicked his ass in that election.
True.
I don't know. It's all
Anyway.
speculation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think America's better with no 9/11.
No, we'd be a little better because the Patriot Act wouldn't have been enacted.
Be cool, because think about it. If 9/11 wasn't a thing, when you was on that plane, you could have walked up to the pilot door, knocked, and they would have opened and smiled at you and been like, "Oh, won't your kids sit on my lap
Yeah.
and steer a little
Yeah,
bit?"
you can carry fucking knives on the
Yeah,
airplane.
True.
Give you some pilot wings.
True. Okay. Maybe America would have been better.
Nice little hostess would have took you out back.
There were some badass airplanes in the 50s and 60s too being made.
But then we wouldn't have went over to Afghanistan and killed Saddam Hussein and all that stuff.
Yeah, Pat Tillman would still be alive.
Maybe he didn't deserve it. Maybe all those people that did get killed to be a martyr for the
All I have to
United
say
States didn't deserve it.
Is Saddam kept order in the Middle East.
Yeah.
That-
Shit was he kept everybody in line
I'm pretty
because
sure
they hated Iraq and Iran each other.
Yeah, Iraq was like an up and coming country too. They were prosperous.
Well, they had some bad stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saddam killed
Iran
us,
was up and coming in like the 70s.
Yeah.
They looked like us. And then there was like an Islamic revolution.
Afghanistan was the same way. They were a prosperous country, and then they just fucking took a
The
U-turn.
whole Middle East was like us until the 70s. And then it's like Islamic revolution.
They got fucked up.
Islam holds them back, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kinda.
'cause
maybe.
It's probably
The extreme.
It's
The
probably
extreme
post World War
side.
II that started that. Because we're like, we're going to carve out half of this and make it Israel.
Dude, if they're still fucking
Yeah.
cutting the clits off of women
They
like
are.
while they're babies, then you're stuck in the fucking past.
We meddled with every fucking country over there, so they all hate us because of that. 'Cause we were like, yeah, we'll back you up, fucked them over. Go to the person like we backed Iran before Iraq, or we backed Iraq to fight against Iran, and then that's when that whole thing with the Kurds and shit, and we betrayed them.
Yeah, and then we sold
Guns to Afghanistan.
guns to Afghanistan, which
Reagan
ended up
sold-
being in Al Qaeda's hands, and we went to war with Al Qaeda.
And we pretty much trained Al Qaeda back in the 80s to
And-
fight
Yep. And then we trained them again here.
to
in
fight the
past.
Russians.
We trained them again after that so they could fight themselves.
ISIS. Yeah.
That's where it comes from. And but Reagan didn't say he didn't sell weapons through Columbia they were in.
I mean, it's a. But then you got Benghazi was not really a.
Oh, it didn't happen. Not a big deal.
Benghazi wouldn't have been a big deal if Clinton was never a presidential candidate.
Was
Right.
it really a big deal, or does people make it a big
I
deal?
think the movie glorified it. It didn't really wasn't that bad.
I mean, obviously they could
I'm
have
pretty sure it
sent
was.
they could have sent help to them
Yes.
sooner than they did.
They could have, yeah.
I mean, that was the first time that a U.S. embassy was overrun, right? And the embassy,
I think fully overran, yeah.
yeah, and then everyone inside was pretty much like torn apart, torn out, lifted up onto the shoulder, up in the air, naked. Like that was kind of the first time that.
Yeah. And then we fucked them up later.
It's kind of crazy that
Or
that
barely got
happened
out.
just because of emails.
What?
That whole thing happened because of emails.
They overran the embassy because of the Clinton emails?
Yeah, right?
No.
That was part
making
of
up
it.
history.
No, I think that I think
know.
they were overran because
It was like political.
our military our U.S. presence in that section of the world. I think they were just tired and tired of us.
She's telling me Benghazi and Ben and Hillary Clinton's emails isn't because of what happened.
It's about Ben.
I
Is
don't
a
know.
real
I
Ben?
think that the emails were leaked because it was proven that she knew about it.
Yeah, RIP.
Yeah.
RIP. R.I.P. Benghazi.
Yeah, Benghazi is like one thing.
It's just one guy.
That's one man. One man.
It is one man.
But then Clinton had Black Hawk Down. We had Mogadishu that happened,
Yes.
which was a gaffe.
Yeah.
'Cause we didn't send enough people in.
Well, you just can't fly fucking helicopters and park them still in the air for too long. They'll get shot by a goddamn RPG.
They sure learned
fucking
from
Nerf,
fucking, Vietnam
Nerf
War.
football.
But you can do that when you're using it as a down payment so they can sell it to China. We'll let you come get Osama, but you're going to give us one of those stealth copters
Yeah, by accident.
by accident.
That's why you gotta burn it down when you crash.
No, they crashed, didn't burn it down. It was sold to China.
It was sold to China from another country.
Yeah, Pakistan sold it to China as payment for us taking Osama.
Because,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, China probably doesn't need our technology. We probably buy shit. Boeing probably buys shit from Lockheed Martin. Probably rips off China all the fucking time.
I'm pretty sure China rips off us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their MO.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. China does rip off everything. My nephew got some grips for his motorcycle, and he bought them off Amazon. And I was like, "Those are knockoff grips." I'm just telling you, they're knockoff grips. They were terrible. Yeah, they're DeWalt shit. Yeah. Yeah, everything you buy off Amazon is a clone now. Don't buy shit off Amazon anymore.
Yeah. It got bad.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty rough.
Yeah, it's basically like as bad as Alibaba, AliExpress, or whatever that shit
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That guy got gone. He got the owner of that company in China. He disappeared.
Oh, Jack Mao.
Yeah, he just went bye-bye.
Yeah, he was like the bottled water guy, and then he said, "Rip."
He started talking against he wasn't towing the CCP line, and they was like,
You're gone.
Bye bye.
Really?
yeah, if you can be a wealthy motherfucker in China,
Yeah.
but you have to play ball with the government
Yep.
because the government and businesses are hand in hand.
That's why they buy so much of our property.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Canada's property.
So it's
They're
like
getting a
China's bad
foothold.
news,
They're getting a foothold here with real estate.
and they put spies in the companies to monitor how you're running the company.
Yeah, and if you want to make produce or whatever in China, you have to have a Chinese partner in the company.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they take your stuff.
You hear about the guy that was on Joe Rogan's podcast that talked about the GE was over there in China with two companies. Like one makes windmills and one makes computer parts.
Now China does the same thing.
Because China came to them and was like, look, we're still in your windmill technology. If you don't make a fuss about it, you can keep your microchip company. If you make a fuss about it, we'll just steal your microchip technology and just shut you down completely.
Yes. What do you do?
And they're doing that to everybody.
You can't do it.
They're like, 'cause they infiltrated the system, say they can just hack your computer system and just take your shit.
But what about so Lego has gotten ripped off by
Mega Block.
Meppin? Is it Meppin? Or it's something like Lepin. Lepin ripped off Lego and they were cloned. They were exact copies. And then China went in and shut down Lepin.
What?
Not really.
They went in and shut down Lepin.
Maybe to get some integrity. They're like, don't do Lego like that. We're like Star Wars over here. Kylo Ren, good.
You could buy
No Force Ghost.
I probably can't do that.
No Force Ghost.
Kylo Ren is real good. He very, very good.
Well, it sounds like they
I don't
pick
think you
and,
can go re.
No Darth Vader.
No, Darth Vader.
it sounds like they pick and choose who they want to be ripping
Sounds
off
like,
people.
You Darth Vader, you Darth Vader. Bah.
Yeah, Lepin's gone.
We still
And
Nike.
Well, it's like the EV company Neo over there. They're like the Tesla computer, but for China.
Right, yeah.
It's like it's probably the same fucking shit. And Elon's like, you ain't stealing my shit.
Except for you driving your Neo and it's like
go
pops
right-
up on the screen. Bling. Pay us $30,000 or we ram you wall.
Yeah, we ram you wall, ram you wall
I
long
still
time.
rather have a Tesla.
Well, they'll probably
Yeah.
buy like 2 or 3 Teslas and just backwards
Probably,
engineer
yeah,
it.
maybe, yeah.
like how we do spacecraft.
You know, put it back together and have like a fucking bolt left.
They already tried to fuck him over to where Tesla wouldn't get sold in China because they were saying that the government said that Tesla's vehicles and the cameras were violating their privacy acts because of spying.
China is worried about spying.
Yeah. And Elon's like, if my cars were spying on you, they wouldn't get sold anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everybody would take them down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that was
that's
just,
funny.
they were just pushing their EV company.
It's got to be some sort of business deal that Elon's not willing to play with.
Well, they want to promote their company because it's China based.
It's like China is using freedom, practices using a free country and a totalitarian government.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of pride in China. So it's like it's like their system works. I think a lot of people see it as like, they're working.
It works for them.
Yeah. But it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have true freedom in China.
No.
They have a fake capitalism right now.
You have a controlled capitalism.
Yeah.
It's controlled.
But they like money, so as long as you play ball with them and play money.
Yeah.
They like Americans coming over and visit.
I like how we got to fuck China real quick from whatever we started on.
Right.
Talking about relationships and PTSD to
Yeah,
fuck
that
China.
got to China. Chinese manufacturing.
Well, we like the Chinese people. We just don't care for the CCP.
Yeah, the people themselves are fine. We have no problem with Asians or anybody like that. It's just communism itself.
Yeah.
Right.
But communism works, Thomas.
We can agree that communism is not.
This is our house.
Y'all have been over here for a while.
Yep.
So,
I am tired.
I'm getting pretty sleepy.
Oh my gosh.
We can call it.
All right.
I probably did 20 yards of mulch today. I'm fucking.
That's it.
Tired.
Oh my gosh. Oh, get winded. I'm
was
adjusting
gonna-
myself in my chair
Yeah,
again.
I walk up the steps, pass out.
Well,
All right.
let me get our. I feel like there was more stories to be told, unless you guys didn't find stories about work.
I didn't look up
related.
anything.
Yeah, look at me.
I forgot.
That's fine.
I have more personal stories,
I've
Shit.
got personal
but it
stories.
gets kind of
Personal.
Next week,
grim, I guess.
get personally
Thomas's
grim.
Ghost stories.
Gets grim? Does it involve your ex?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it.
It's the crunchy sock episode next week.
Crunchy sock episode. I don't have a crunchy sock.
Okay.
You don't need a sock.
No.
Who needs a sock when you're freaking got a vasectomy?
I think stuff still comes out, right?
It does still come out.
It does.
Personal.
All right, to me, TMI.
No, you
I
said
got a
that.
vasectomy. Who cares what happens?
Don't put a blue light in there.
It's on my belly.
Just let it dry in your stomach hair.
Stuff still comes out.
Why you let it happen? I don't
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll talk about this one YouTuber next week that eats his own semen.
That's
He says it's the nectar of the gods. So
Okay.
maybe I'll talk about that guy.
Cool. That works.
Chris,
I'm about to fall asleep.
what do you got for everybody?
I don't know, man. I guess Catch Me 18, Cash App that or whatever. She said. that girl.
Catch me 18.
If she-
Cash App that.
Dude, if she would have never said that, she wouldn't be anything.
Those words made her a millionaire.
Dr. Phil.
That's impressive.
Multi-millionaire.
You're going
yes.
to the ranch.
Yeah, and she was like,
Cash me outside. How about that?
Dude,
that's what you meant, not
Rick
cash App me.
Thomas, did Bad Baby, will you Google Bad Baby's OnlyFans? Google image that. And that's all you get to see on her freaking OnlyFans. No nudity, no buttholes, nothing. Just her in
It's right there. Yeah.
That's Twitter.
You can delete Twitter.
Hey,
It's-
leaks.
Will it be on Twitter?
There you go. I mean, she's stacked.
Yeah. There's more to see in the there's more to
She's nasty. She nasty.
That's weird.
Anyways.
So all this shit was shot when she was 17 too, by the way.
Yeah.
Why does her head look weird?
Because it is weird. Nipples.
Yeah, anyways.
I'll save that for later.
My advice, don't fucking buy OnlyFans
I'm just kidding.
subscriptions
I'm just kidding.
because it doesn't get you anywhere.
Nope.
What do you got, Thomas?
Yeah, if you know anyone that's going through a hard time, or if you yourself are going through a hard time, just reach out to somebody. You might need help, or you can help someone else.
That's deep. You okay, Thomas?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just
Okay.
saying.
It's Easter Monday, man.
That seems
Just breaking the wall a little bit. We always joke around
seems a
here.
little forced fake, forced happy.
No, it's just Easter Monday, man.
Easter Monday.
It is what it is.
No, I'm great. Like honestly, I'm fine.
That's what someone depressed said.
Why are you yelling?
I'm
I'm
okay.
great. I am just fine. I'm
fine.
okay.
God, I'm happy, man.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
He
No, for real.
disappears next week, and there's just a phantom shit somewhere around the house.
Those shits
what
are
it
getting
is.
to you, man.
I was just trying to be serious for a second.
got
You
you.
know, if people
Yeah.
are going through a hard time, you don't know what they're going through. Just be nice. Ask them if they're all right.
Love your neighbor.
I think
You
people
don't have
on
to love your neighbors.
Covet thy ox.
I think some of those
What?
people on Omegle are some
No.
of the saddest people I've ever
They're
seen.
pretty
Some
sad.
of it,
Don't
yeah.
cover
Like the
your
only time I
neighbor's
get on
ass.
Omegle is like,
Do not cover your neighbor's ass.
Your neighbor's wife's ass?
No, just do
Like
not.
an actual ass.
Yeah.
oh, donkey.
Yeah, no bucket required.
How you doing? What do you guys say, Alex?
I'll say congratulations to Gonzaga for making it to the championship game. And I really liked it when Suggs jumped onto the table and celebrated it in front of cardboard cutouts of people.
Oh, and rip Roy Williams.
He retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip DMX. He hasn't died yet.
How about you, Tyler?
Dogs.
Hold up, you hear me? Hey.
X gonna give it.
Oh.
No.
Hi, Batman. You interested or not?
Don't buy OnlyFans subscriptions.
Unless it's ours.
We gotta make one. You got one, Chris?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I could have got mine on there. My asshole's been around on Omegle.
Someone's
those
got
stuff-
it. It's floating through the internet. It's particled through someone's
I'm
face
gonna watch
somewhere.
like a fucking like a compilation of it one day. It's gonna be like asshole.
Now imagine the dude in the Hadron Collider, that particle traveling through time, and when it goes through his brain, it's the image of your ass from Omegle in the future.
Could be.
Comes through his
Your
back of
ass
his-
killed JFK.
He's really punching the air. He's like, God damn it.
Your ass killed JFK.
Not
get
only
shot.
am I dead, I'm gay. He was a devout Catholic. That's a big deal.
So what JFK sees is a particle beam coming out of my asshole.
No, it just is your asshole.
It's like
It's just you just
it's
like-
a kaleidoscope of your ass. It's like
Yeah, wow. It's interesting to
Nice.
think about. Well, how can they get a hold of us, Thomas?
Yeah, so you're listening to TACT Lab. You can reach us at TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Just search TACT Lab. You can leave us a comment, leave us a review, rate us, do all that cool stuff. We also have a Patreon if you, have some money. If you're rich, just slide it at us. We have some content on YouTube. The video, it's always posted every week. Or you can email us at tactlabpod@gmail.com. Reach out, ask us a question, send us anything, some concerns. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. It's fine.
Please tell us either one.
We're just very lonely.
I don't care.
This basement's lonely.
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
more hidden meaning there.
So that's tactlabpod@gmail.com. TACTLABPOD@gmail.com. Yeah.
Bye.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye.